Incoming signal. Storm damage. You'll have to go down there and find that out for yourself, sir. Got it. We're close to one now.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy SandmanSoldier here, and today I'm going to be casting some of my friends as different Batman villains. I got this idea from studying the new Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League games coming out later next year. After looking into what characters would be in these games, I thought, well, who would be who out of my friend group? And thus this video idea was born. So if you like this video, please leave a like so I know to make more content just like this. Also, if you want to check out any of these content creators, I will leave their links in the description of this video. So, let's get started. When looking at Marsh Masher, you see a really nice guy on the surface who just goes with the flow. But, once you get to know him, you'll come to see that he has a million ideas flowing a minute and won't hesitate to take charge in an instant. So when evaluating Marsh for this list, I knew the clear choice would be the ventriloquist. Since the ventriloquist is almost like multiple personalities, I felt as if this character mirrored Marsh perfectly. Since the ventriloquist, aka Arnold Wesker, is diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, or better known as DID, it causes him to have split identities. The most famous example of this would be from the movie Split with the character Kevin played by James McAvoy. When Marsh has an idea, it is almost criminal to stand in his way. When analyzing Sandman, one thing becomes apparent really quick. That is, he has bold ideas and he will stick with them and will never waver from them. This makes Sandman stubborn, but also a really loyal friend. So the obvious choice for Sandman would be Anarchy. Since just like Sandman, Anarchy is passionate about his ideals and unwavering in his beliefs. Looking into the Batman villain gallery, there is no better choice for Sandman than Anarchy. Jman needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give him one anyway. Jman is one of the most loyal people that I've ever seen. This is why I've made him my lead moderator in every aspect of my content creation. When you need something, Jman will be there. I hope that if he ever needs anything that I'll be there for him, since he deserves nothing less. With that in mind, I have chosen Hush for Jman. When you have the amount of loyalty that Jman has, it is almost like a double-sided coin, which is why I almost chose Two-Face, but I felt that Hush fit better. Hush, aka Dr. Thomas Elliot, was a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. Elliot was compared as an evil version of Wayne since he tried to kill his own parents for his inheritance, but his mother was saved by the surgical skills of Bruce's father, Thomas Wayne. Since his mother was saved, Elliot blamed Wayne and from then on swore to get his revenge. I find that Elliot's determination to get revenge is almost in a weird way loyalty to his plan. Just like Jman is loyal to his friends, Hush is loyal to revenge. When casting Voltron, it was a difficult choice since Voltron is a unique person to try and describe. I would say that he also takes on multiple personalities, but what he does is different than that. It's almost like he takes on different forms depending on who he's around. Some people would say that it sounds very toxic, but I promise you it's not. He just knows how to act with the people he is with, and it's honestly a very valuable skill to have. I chose Clayface for Voltron, since Clayface is literally a shapeshifter. And he's able to take the physical form of whoever he desires. Just like Voltron. When casting Tina, you really only have a few options since you're limited to about 7 to 10 female characters. While Tina is a very unusual person, she is fierce and self-sufficient. She also does not care what anyone else thinks about her, and in that sense, I knew it would be down to either Nyssa or Talia al Ghul. They are both sisters and daughters of Ra's al Ghul, the head of the Demon, the leader of the League of Assassins. Both daughters are trained well and are some of the best fighters known to date, but Talia focuses a bit more on herself and is focused a bit more on love, therefore making Tina a fitting candidate for Talia al Ghul because she is all about love and compassion as well. When casting Mario, this was a clear, concrete choice. Mario is a gym freak who focuses on himself and the bettering of himself every day. Although Mario has been through some bad times, it makes him a better fit for my choice of Bane. Bane is an assassin who was forced to go under experiments for a drug known as Venom. It basically improves your strength significantly. But with Bane's checkered past and his desire to improve himself and his situation every day, this is a clear pick. The mirror between Mario and Bane is uncanny, but some people doubt Bane. Bane without Venom is still an expert strategist and gifted when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. Bane is by far the most dangerous criminal when it comes to the physical aspect of Batman. When describing Hobo, a lot of what he currently is comes from his service in the United States military, as who he was as a person before doesn't really exist anymore. But from what I'm able to gather on Hobo, he seems like he's better off for it, or at least is better in his own right. So, for Hobo, I choose Waylon Jones, aka Killer Croc. Killer Croc was born with a skin condition that I'm not going to even try to pronounce, but here it is on screen. This skin condition, which in Waylon's case caused his appearance to progressively turn into that of a crocodile. Although Killer Croc is nowhere as smart as Hobo, I'm more comparing Killer Croc's low intelligence to the basic training of the military. As you are told what to do every hour of the day, you aren't really allowed to make your own decisions. At least that's how I understand it, but if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me in the comments. I want to make sure my videos are accurate. But between the two, they are very strong, have a ton of willpower, have faced adversity, and are on top of what they desire to do. Although it may sound like it, none of what I said was meant as disrespect towards Hobo. In fact, I am happy to call him one of my friends, and I hope that will never change. For Creeper, this was an obvious casting as well, as Creeper could be described as smart, witty, cunning, and as an overachiever, making a contrast between the Riddler and his death traps, and Creeper's Minecraft minigames, and his Fortnite maps. All of the above take time, patience, a knowledge for the mechanics, and determination to prove oneself. Rather, if it's the Riddler or Kingkreeper57 you are looking at, both have shown very impressive feats, and it's very dangerous to get in their way. The Iceman, or Joey as I know him, was probably one of the toughest people on this list to cast, as he is such a diverse person. But as I looked through the Batman's rogue gallery, it became apparent. Originally I had Joey casted as Ra's al Ghul, but upon further inspection I have cast him as Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange was a psychiatrist who worked at Arkham Asylum before being ousted as a really bad guy. Not known to most people, but Hugo worked over Harleen Quinzel in the Arkham Asylum, and also could be held responsible for Harleen becoming Harley Quinn, as he would have been the one responsible for assigning her casework to the Joker. But no matter which way you look at it, he is one of the most dangerous people in the world. Similarly, Joey is a really dangerous person to be around on social media. I myself am in the same way Joey is, and I know we both would cross any line to do anything we need to accomplish our goals. To be honest, it's probably the reason why we are such great friends and such great enemies. I value Joey as a friend, but there was a time where I wished him nothing but the absolute worst life had to offer, and for that I am sorry. Finally, I would be the biggest hypocrite if I did not cast myself. But this casting was rather easy, as I would be a liar if I did not admit to thinking about this question for a few years. In my heart, I always knew who I was in the Batman's rogue gallery. But there are a few qualities of mine that fit another character. My love of capitalism and my ability to get my hands on just about anything, or in other words, my resource ability, would fit the role of the Penguin. AKA Oswald Cobblepot is best described as a mobster of Gotham. He is the guy that people go to when they require weird, unattainable items. With that information, I was able to make a comparison between the Penguin and myself. But that's not the most apt description. The character that I would cast myself as is the Joker. I know, it's not much of a surprise for those who know me or who have been hearing me talk for the last 10 minutes. But since I am able to adapt to anything, and my ability to talk my way into or out of anything gives me a huge advantage towards having things done in the manner that I would prefer. Not to mention the mental aspect of being as incredibly insane as the Joker is. And if I'm being truthful, sometimes I do feel as if I'm close to losing my mind. As you all know, all it takes is just one bad day. Alrighty guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and if you guys want me to do anything like this, please leave a like, put it in the comments. If you guys want to be added to this list, put it in the comments too. If you guys feel that I should do another version of this with different characters, or if I should focus on a different aspect, please let me know, because this video was really fun to make. Thank you guys for watching so much. As always, it's your boy Icee Mann 204 signing out, and peace.